Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again, and today we have a 1/24 scale review in the studio, and it is indeed Ryan Truex's 2021. The official name is Plan B Sales 2, because it had multiple paint schemes. 2021 Chevrolet Silverado, only 504 of these were made in the standard scale. That's not a lot when you consider back in the 2000s, they would make maybe 50,000 164 Michael Waltrip Patriotic Elites, give or take. But the box design is actually pretty clean. I love this style box so much more than the 2022 Next Gens, which to me look like a shoe, to tell you the truth. But yeah, they're apparently going back to this style box for 2023, and without further ado, let's go and get this thing opened up. So this is the ARC standard finish. I don't even think they have a elite scale for the trucks. If I can open this one up without damaging the box. There we go. It's interesting. It's like a garage door, which I think is kind of cool how it just lifts up. Let's go ahead and slide the truck out of it. This is an awesome looking paint scheme. That orange really does pop on this diecast. And, I mean, you know, this is the only thing that comes with it. A little Lionel return form and such. So we're going to get the box out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and take this off. And I'm going to get it off of the... I'm going to make sure I get it off the base real quick, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, run off the good old base and check out this diecast. So the first thing that I noticed with this one, it feels a little bit more heavier than I could imagine. Obviously, you know, the truck diecast might be a little bit more bulky, so there's probably more room for, you know, curvatures and, you know, more diecast metal, so to speak. And I do think, yeah, the roof flaps don't open, and I don't think the hood opens either. No. So this is all one solid piece. It doesn't have hinges and stuff, so that's probably why it feels a little bit heavier. But regardless, got this, of course, from our friends at Circle B Diecast. And hey, you could save on the shipping code down below, guys. That's what I did. You know, they would save on shipping, so make sure to check that out down below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this review. And over here to the hood, a pretty, you know, I wouldn't say plain Jane, but a pretty consistent hood design we've seen on a lot of the Circle B / Plan B sales vehicles. But it's the side panels that really sell this paint scheme. That bright orange, man, it looks so freaking cool in this truck. I really wish like they either did the splitter or some sort of detail on the spoiler with that bright orange. Like, I would definitely love to see more of that utilized. The front ends on these Chevrolet Silverados look really, really cool. Of course, Camping World is no longer the titles of the sport now, or the series rather. It's Craftsman, which is a huge throwback. I never would have thought that in 2023 the truck series would be going back to the Craftsman Truck Series. They'd be racing at the Milwaukee Mile, North Wilkesboro, and IRP. I'm telling you, man, it's 2005 all over again, it feels like, or technically the inaugural season if you throw North Wilkesboro, but it's a truck series schedule for the ages, that's for sure. So you got the number 40 there, got Nice Motorsports. I like this little tear graphic, if you will, on the front side fenders, looks really nice. Got the number 40 over here on the side of the truck, and just these diecasts, even though the bottom is plastic, which I know a lot of people don't like, I don't blame them. Also, the DIN number is 82, I believe that's what it is. It actually feels pretty heavy, which is something I like. When it comes to 1/24 scale diecast, I like to see some weight to it, because if it's too lightweight, it feels like the retail line they had for the Winter Circle back in the mid-2000s, where they were more or less targeted to the younger audience, but definitely having some weight to this truck diecast feels pretty good. And another good thing is these are actually cheaper than the Cup Series ones. So sure, you don't get an opening hood, sure you don't get the roof flaps, but if you just want something to put on your shelf, these are a little bit more affordable. And I tell you what, these things actually look really, really cool. The window net obviously is plastic. Not really sure what that detail up at the top is. Might be like a little melt spot or glue spot. Let's go through the sponsors here. So you got Goodyear, NASCAR Race Truck, Camping World Truck Series, Cometic, Holly E5, Tilton, Calico, whatever that logo is, ARP, Mobile One, you got the number 40. I love that font, man. That looks really, really cool. I like these, the wide number fonts. They look really, really nice. And it's slightly curved, like it's angled downwards, which flows with the paint scheme. Get Mechanics Work, K&N, CircleBDiecast.com, Mobile One, the beautiful shade of blue, which is almost like a petty blue. And then you have this bright orange with the black and the white in the background. This is a really well done paint scheme. And go here to the back of the truck. You also have Circle B Diecast once again, but you have this blue back bumper. And these back bumpers to me on these Truck Series diecasts, they really remind me of the 2002 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, where the Monte Carlo in 02 kind of had this kick out on the bumper, and it had this flat, almost, you know, just that's what it really was, just a flat trunk handle area, if you will. And that's what these the trunk tailgates, or I should say the truck tailgates, should really remind me of. So pretty cool shade of color right there across the bumper. Got what is it, Silverado RST, got the number 40. It's a different color 40, so you have the blue on the side and the roof, and the black on the back end. So you get the right side of this Truck Series diecast, and man, what a cool looking paint scheme. They do so many different liveries, which is something I really admire, is that they don't just run the same paint scheme over and over again. Like I saw for, what is it, BJ McLeod's team, I think, since they went to Ford, to Chevrolet, they announced one of their new paint schemes, and it was like a dark gray or a black race car with like lime green. It looked crazy, and Circle B is going to be sponsoring it. I think you can actually get your name on that vehicle if if you purchase the Elite version. I think you can actually get your name on the vehicle when it runs. I'm not sure which race it's going to be ran at, but it just shows that even though their company is blue, they're willing to do any type of paint scheme and any type of color, which I wish more sponsors would do. You know, like whatever sells it to the fans. That's the way I look at it. And that's something I really love about their paint schemes. So over here on the roof, you got the number 40. Once again, roof flaps do not open. You do have this little notch right here for the TV cam, which is pretty cool. Get your, your brake light right there. Truex on the back glass. And this is probably the coolest portion of this paint scheme. Check this out. So you got the Chevrolet logo there. That's cool. You got marquee on the sides. But you actually have a hot tub on the bed cover with the driver sitting inside the hot tub. And I think it's rubber ducks just chilling in there as well, I think. I have no idea. But regardless, that is so creative that the bed cover of a Truck Series diecast would actually have a built-in hot tub decal. It's so cool. That is such a cool looking paint scheme. Like, just look at the truck from this angle. Very, very nice. And some of these Truck Series diecasts, they actually have, I want to say they have the Bristol Dirt tires. Because I know Circle B sponsored a few of them for the 2021 race. So if you're wanting some, Bristol Dirt tires, hey, that's a good, good supply of them with these Truck Series diecasts. But absolutely, I wish the hood would open on this diecast. I wish it had the extra detail we had in yesteryear, but I gotta admit though, the weight of this car, or truck rather, I think it makes up for it, to be honest with you. It doesn't feel cheap, it doesn't feel lightweight, it actually has some heft to it, and I think that's something that I'm really surprised about, considering all of this is plastic. All of this is plastic. Yet it feels like it is a solid metal 124. So I'm kind of impressed in that regard. It's probably just the way you had the whole bed panel and stuff. Then you don't have the back window and all the little plastic stuff that covers a lot of that real estate. And this one, it's just straight metal through and through. So that's probably why it feels, in my opinion, a little bit heavier than the Cup Series 124s from 2021. I did hear that the 2022, the next gen ones, feel a little bit lightweight. Which would make sense considering the whole bottom of it, if it's not an Elite, is just one flat sheet of plastic. But I do like the little gas insert here. This one looks a lot more realistic than I have seen on my Chase Elliott Cup Series 124s. Like, it actually has the indentation, and it just looks more better. So I'm actually pretty impressed with this paint scheme and the 124 scale. This would be a fun diecast to customize. Maybe put a little bit of some race wear, like day glow splitter markings, or maybe some grill tape. I think that'd be a fun little project there. But that's all for now. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you can, please give it a huge thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. It does help out the channel. And yeah, What do y'all think about this Truck Series diecast, guys? This is the first ever 124 truck I've ever held. I've never had one. And I gotta say, I'm actually really impressed. And my final point, these are a little bit more inexpensive. You know, $5 or $10 cheaper than the Cup Series ones can go a long way if you're on a budget. So I would not overlook these. They make a lot of these from 2021. Apparently, they're supposed to be making a new mold for 2022. So who really knows if they're going to release any for 2022? They haven't made any 164s to my knowledge that I can remember at least. So 2021's probably going to be more of a overproduced production year. So that'd be a good way to get a bulk amount of these. And on the Black Friday sale for these Truck Series 124s, some of these were as cheap as $20 to $25. I mean, you think about it, brand new, $25, and oh, by the way, they had the free shipping deal during that sale. So I mean, you can't even get it that cheap at the Gypsy Tents. You know what I'm saying? So that's the cheapest place you'll get it on the planet. That's all for now. Diecast Buffet signing off.